Hey guys, welcome to Freedom in a Budget. Today we are doing a cook with me video and making taquitos. So this recipe is only $9.15 if you buy everything at Aldi. It makes 20 taquitos, and so you're going to need flour tortillas. We're going to use corn, but I prefer flour. Cream cheese, Mexican 4-cheese blend. You could do regular chicken breast and shred it. I had this, this was easier. I didn't have time to deflower some chicken, so I just used this. And then the spices are ground cumin, onion powder, and garlic powder. So I already had these in stock, so this isn't part of the $9.15. But all of this ingredients is super easy and stuff that you can just get at Aldi. Like I said, everything from this is from Aldi. So I'm going to bring you along as we make it. Okay, so typically this is done in a crock pot, but I'm going to just do it on the stove because I am short on time. So we're just melting down the cream cheese, and then here is the canned chicken. It is 1.02 pounds. I'm just going to melt down the cream cheese and cook the chicken here on the stove. Okay, so the cumin or the chicken and cream cheese is cooking pretty nicely right now. The chicken still has to cook through, and the cream cheese is pretty much melted. So I'm just going to add my spices. So first I have the ground cumin. I'm going to try doing this with my left hand. This doesn't have to be exact measurements. Actually, I'm going to try and switch hands here. Oh, much better. This isn't coming out very quickly. Okay, I'm just going to give this a stir because I don't want the bottom to burn. I'm going to stir it a lot better in a minute. Just want to give it a little stir quickly. Now, as you can see here, the chicken is still not cooked all the way. It's still a little pink. So you just want to make sure that it's cooked all the way through. So that was the cumin. Now we are going to add the onion powder. This is coming up a lot faster. Alright, so that's the onion powder. And here's the garlic powder. These are all Aldi brand. Okay. This looks good. Oh, it smells so good. You get that cheesy smell, and then the cumin is really strong, and then you get the onion and garlic as well. Sorry, I'm all over the place here. It's not easy holding the camera with the left hand. Alright, so I'm going to let this cook for a couple more minutes, and then I'll bring you along for the next step. This is all melted down now, so I'm just going to mix in half a cup of the Mexican cheese to let it all melt down in there. And the pan is off, but it's still really hot, so it's going to melt down nicely. And it's hard doing this with just one hand. Let's see. As you can see, it's getting all nice and melty. Alright. Okay, so now we're going to use another half cup and just sprinkle it on top. Now this may sound kind of weird, but I don't really like when it gets too, like, all mixed in, and then you don't get that stringiness in them, in the taquitos, like in each one. So I'm just going to let it melt on top here, like so. Okay, so now by the time that I get the tortillas and everything, it'll be a little bit melty. Here's the fun part. We have our tortillas here and our baking sheet ready, and then here's the cheese. So as you can see here, it's a little bit melted on the tops. So I am just going to take a decent amount, so about a little over. I use a tablespoon, and then I'm just going to plop that right there in the middle. And then let's see how my rolling skills are with one hand. Oh, not so bad. So then we're just going to take them and then stick them on the baking sheet. Let's see here. We have our mixture. Oops, I'm sorry. Is that a frame? So a little closer to this side. You want to make sure that the seam is side down. This one, I don't know why they're coming out tighter on one side than the other. That's better. Okay, so there's two. So I'm going to do a bunch more of these and then I'll show you what they look like when they're done. These are about to go in the oven. I got 12 on the sheet and this is what I have left over for the remaining 8, so it should work out perfectly. And I will show you what they look like when they come out. Here are the taquitos fresh out of the oven. So they are nice and crispy, and they are so delicious. So these are 4 points each. So if you have 2, which is what I usually have, then they're 8 points. And the whole batch was only $9 to make, which is super affordable. And I actually love to keep these in the freezer at work, and we have a toaster oven there, so I just heat them up in the toaster oven, and they're great for days that I forgot to bring lunch. So let me know if you make these, and if you have any questions about them or anything else that you would like to add. Please let me know what other ingredients you would throw in if you were eating these, and what you would top them in with. I like to eat them with some salsa or sour cream to dip them in, and like a salad on the side.